What's going on, guys? Mark here with Young Timers Garage. Just picked up a really cool car that I found on Marketplace. It's an E55 AMG. I drove out same day to the middle of nowhere in Indiana by Indianapolis, and just loaded the car up. We're gonna take it back to the garage and we'll just check it out and see what's going on with it. It cranks, couldn't get it to fire. It's got 120,000 miles. Not the cleanest, but it's all there. So let me show you guys the car. It is a pre-facelift 99. It's got some surface rust on the fenders, quarters. Not sure what I'm gonna do with it. We'll see how it is mechanically. If it's too much of a headache, then I might just part it out, use the parts for my wagon, and use the engine. We'll see. Interior is not bad, actually. Seats are in nice shape. And that's all she wrote. We're gonna head out, so we'll see how this thing is when I get it home. So I just bought one of the cheapest E55s, I believe, in the country. It cost me only $1,500, and I'm gonna see if I could get it to run. The car cranks, but just immediately dies. If I could get it to run, that's great. Then I think I'm gonna maybe just sell the car as a whole, because I bought it thinking that it's just a parts car, but it's not the worst. I've seen worse cars, so we'll see if we could diagnose this and get this thing running. If we could get it running, that's great. The only thing the car does right now is it'll crank, fire up, and after like 2-3 seconds, it'll just die. So those things kind of lead me to believe that it could be a fuel related issue. So fuel filter, fuel pump, maybe it's not getting enough fuel. But I think it wouldn't start if that was the case. The other thing it could be is a crank position sensor, or it could be something as simple as a mass airflow sensor. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a look under the hood and see if I see anything that would kind of lead me to believe there was anything being tampered with. Maybe somebody unhooked something, who knows, but let's go ahead and take a look under here. Right now, this is as it sits. I did not clean it. It's got the AMG monoblocks. It's got some corrosion on the fenders. Very common for the era 210 chassis. The metal was not the greatest on these, and if it's a dry state car, you know, obviously it'll stay clean. This is the side that the perch collapsed on and is rusted out, so that would have to be replaced. Bumper's loose here. Paint looks to be okay. You know, I'll get a better look at it when I wash it and detail it and go through everything, but it is a cool car. It's a pre-facelift. Exhaust, there's an exhaust leak. I believe it just split on the clamps. I'll have to take a better look at that, but pre-facelift cars, they had the lights here that were like this. The facelift ones would continue with the lines, and the side skirts would be different. The bumpers would have the more aerodynamic, lower a little bit versions, and that would be the front bumper would be different side skirts than the rear bumper, and there was some minor changes on the interior. You had the command on the steering wheel that would have the buttons. These seats are in really nice shape. This is all just kind of dirty. Original E55 floor mat. The wood is okay. Dash has one crack over there. The wood over here is kind of messy. Back seats are lifted because I needed to access the battery, and battery's right there. Headliner, of course, sagging common. Window regulators out over there. Sunshade works. Everything else works. Got some rust bubbling here. Shell can be addressed for someone that wants to do that, but this seat is really nice. Look at this leather. This is gonna clean up too. Needs a little bit of conditioning. Door cards are nice. It's got 126,000 miles. Nice steering wheel. This is the pre-facelift steering wheel. You would find these in the C classes as well. It just doesn't have the command for the gauge cluster, like the volume up and down as well, and other functions. This seat is in nice shape, just needs a little bit of a re-dye. So when I got the car home and I popped the hood, the cover was off. It was in the trunk. The ducts are off. This was just sitting like this. Just looking around, there was a leak from this hose. I fixed the leak already. And then I didn't see any other vacuum lines that were unhooked, but this was not pushed in all the way. And when I popped it up, I looked here and I saw that this mass airflow sensor was unplugged, which led me to believe that somebody was messing with this. And that's the reason that we couldn't get the car to fire. I went ahead and plugged it in, cranked the car, it still wouldn't fire. I went ahead and bought a new sensor, plugged it in, and we'll see if this thing's gonna fire. Fingers crossed that it'll stay running. I just picked this sensor up, so there's a reason that was unplugged for sure. This thing, on the 99s, they still had the old style keys a little bit longer. No way. That's sick. Oh, we're getting some codes. Coolant level. It's because it had that coolant leak. Washer fluid level. Radio code. Car's running. Huh. That's awesome. Check engine light, analog brake system. Usually when the battery is disconnected, the ABS, BAS, ESP light will illuminate. So you just have to drive the car over 40 miles an hour and then crank the steering wheel left and right, and then it should turn off. Oil sensor defective. You can see if you can scan these and eliminate some of these codes, but we'll see. I mean, we can't really drive the car because it's sitting so low and it's rubbing on the fender, but everything seems to be working right now. Windows are working. Fans working. Radio needs a code, should work. This is awesome. I think this car needs to be saved by someone. It's a little bit too much of a project for me. I got other projects I'm working on, so I don't want to start this one. So I'll probably pass this car along to somebody. And yeah, it's idling nicely right now. It's got an exhaust leak. Let's go take a listen here. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and clean out all this debris. As you can see, there's quite a bit of buildup there. I'm going to blow it out, compressed air, give it a little bit of wipe down, clean it up, make it more presentable. and then give it a wash, vacuum. Check out all this shit in here. Check out all this crap in here. I have some extra parts, some mirror seals, tape measure, lighter, money, forks. Wow, and back here we have part of the bumper, battery tie down, a knife, a screwdriver. Let's see what's in the trunk. Oh, look at that, we got a blanket. We got some more spoons, Milky Ways, grinders, D-wall blades, an armrest from some sort of car, not this one. And no spare wheel. We got the jack and some lug nuts. Look at all this crap we gotta blow out. So let's get to work on this thing. Got the air compressor. Look at that. Yeah, look at all this fun stuff. Majority of it fell in there. I'm gonna close the trunk and try to blow it up. I mean, not bad, guys. I'm seeing profits already. I'll probably have about 20, maybe 30 cents in here. So it's looking good. We got a lot of crap. These are all parts from the car. We already took out all the miscellaneous debris, whole garbage. We got Kuba here blowing stuff out. And we're gonna vacuum it. I'll spray down the engine a little bit, shoot it with some degreaser here and there, wipe down the top, and then continue. A solid amount of trash here. Fries, a little bit of everything here, some screws. Yep. All right, so vacuumed up, looking 10 times better already. Still gotta finish that side. Gotta wipe down the seats and stuff, and we'll get to the rest. All right, guys, I'm gonna be washing the car. I just rinsed it off. I'm gonna use the foam cannon, and then I'll hand wash it, and then we'll dry it off. We'll see how the paint looks on the car. It up with the foam cannon right now. Really fun to use this thing. Go ahead and Let this thing simmer down. Now it's time for the elbow grease. This thing should look decent. I mean, definitely will look more presentable than when it did, sitting for a couple years. Previous owner kind of gave up on it after the perch rotted out and it just sat. Feel the grime on here. You could hear it too. We would need to clay bar and paint correct, but what are you gonna paint correct? The rust? One of the AC stickers here. Alright, so I just finished up the wash and finished up the interior. I'll show you guys how it came out. Seats are in great shape. I really love the leather on these 211s. It does make me miss having a clean 210. Wouldn't mind having a lower mileage one. They are really cool, really reliable cars. Just enough power to enjoy. The car looks night and day. Obviously, aside from its rust issues, I gotta take the tape off the windows there. But looks like a car at least. I got the floor mats are washed. And I'll put those back in when they dry. And this thing is up for grabs. I thought I was going to use it for parts, but I think maybe somebody could save this thing and just drive it. It needs a few things. You know, if you do the perches, I think it's only one side. Possibly the other side's going, but I'm not too sure. I haven't lifted the car up. Fix the exhaust, and I think the other codes that are on the dash will clear once you get the car driving. You could use this as just like a daily beater driver. Let's take it for a ride back to the layer over there. The xenon headlights work. There's the fender rubbing. She's running. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and hopefully someone wants to rescue this thing or use it for a good purpose as opposed to just tearing it to parts. But if you need a car that you want to use the engine for to do a C43 swap, then this is a great car. Or even a E430 W210 wagon swap. You have all the interior, bumper, side skirts, engine, all the main components are here. So it would be really cool to see. So hit me up, guys, on the email or the Instagram, and I'll let you know if I still have the car. That wraps it up for today's video. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll leave the link down below to my previous videos. Make sure to check those out, and look forward to doing some more work on my other cars. SEC is currently in the shop getting the AC fixed, and then I'll see what else I have to do with that. So stay tuned for more updates on that car and the 190 SL. But for now, till next time.